And when I tell y'all, it smells so good. Hey girl, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Faye, and for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my recommendations for the upcoming holiday savings event at Sephora. So I don't know about you guys, but I have low-key been holding out for this event. I knew it was coming up, but I never know exactly when it's gonna be. So I didn't want to buy anything from Sephora in the meantime because I knew I would be missing out on the opportunity to save a couple coins. So it's finally here. It's happening this Friday. Whether you're Rouge, VIB, or Sephora Insider, you will be able to save a certain percentage off of your purchase. So I'll be sure to list for you guys down below the information about when you can shop and all of the discounts and all of that. I do believe that the Sephora brand is also having 30% off of their entire collection as well. So I will have all of that information listed for you guys down below in the description. But like I said, in today's video, I wanted to share with you guys some body care, some skincare, some makeup products, things that I have been absolutely loving, like my go-to items that I have been loving that you can pick up from Sephora during the event. So before we jump into the video, if you are new to my channel, I would love to have you as part of my fam. Be sure to click on that subscribe button down below if you enjoyed this video or find some good recommendations. Be sure to let me know by giving it a thumbs up and let me know what you guys are planning to pick up down below in the comments. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, y'all, so first things first, before you're even thinking about heading to your Sephora app and clicking check out from your cart, make sure that your money is working for you, okay? And one way that you can do that is by shopping through a cashback website. And if you've been following my channel, you probably already know which one I'm about to recommend. It's the only one that I use, and it is TopCashBack. So if you're not familiar with TopCashBack, they are completely free to use, and you basically go to their website, create a profile, and then you can shop thousands of different retailers on their site. Each retailer offers a different percentage of cash back, and honestly, I don't know about y'all, but I've been doing a whole lot of online shopping over the course of the panorama. So I have been using the mess out of this website, and I have been racking up the savings and the coins on my purchases. So some of the websites that I have shopped at recently, they have like over 4,000 retailers, but just looking at my recent purchases, some of the websites that I have been able to get cash back at recently have been Pat McGrath, Ulta, Sephora obviously, which is why I'm sharing this with you, Macy's, Apple, even PetSmart, where I order my dog's food, I've been able to get cash back from there. Best Buy, Old Navy, Fenty Beauty, Vanity Planet. So there's tons of different retailers on there, whatever your needs are, even Amazon. I don't think I said that one, but even Amazon. So yeah, whatever your needs are, whatever places it is that you shop, more than likely it's probably going to be on this site. And more times than not, you're going to get a pretty good percentage of cash back when you shop through this site. So, you know, just trying to help y'all out, trying to help y'all save a little bit of coins. If you're gonna be spending money anyway, you might as well get a couple coins back. So I will have a link for you guys down below to sign up for the website. Like I said, it's completely free to use. Make sure you sign up. Make sure you use it for all of your online purchases going forward. I cannot tell you how nice it has been to get a little deposit into my account every now and then, and it always comes right when I need it. And it's literally just from shopping through this website whenever I'm shopping online. If you do decide to sign up and make an account, make sure that you do use my link down below, because you will actually be able to get a $10 sign up bonus when you spend your first $25. And if you're shopping the holiday savings event, I'm sure you have more than $25 in your cart. So make sure that you use my link below so that you can get that extra $10. Thank you so much to TopCashBack for sponsoring this portion of the video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into my recommendations. All right, y'all, so like I mentioned, I have some makeup, I have some skincare, some body care, some home items, some fragrance. I got a bunch of stuff to share with you guys. And like I said, I literally only pulled out the things that have been my go-to items that I have been obsessed with over the past couple of months. So let's go ahead and start off with the makeup. So first off, I have two primers that I want to share with you guys. These two primers will not come as any surprise to you, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time on them. But the first one is from Fenty. This is actually the Pro Filter Mattifying Primer. For the longest time, if you've been watching my channel, you guys know I have been obsessed with the Soft Focus. I think it's Soft Focus. I have it right here. I like this one too. the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer, which is this one. I've been obsessed with this one and I still really like that one, but I recently have started using this one more and I've grown to really love this one, especially for my oily skin. Not only does it help to control oil under my makeup, but it also smooths my pores. So if you are somebody that has large pores, fine lines, just things that you want to smooth out before you apply your makeup, I would actually recommend this one over the original. I've been loving this so much, using it every single time that I do my makeup. And then also the Milk Hydro Grip. Again, if you have been watching my channel, this will come as no surprise to you. I always recommend this to you and it's still a holy grail for me in my routine. It is the last primer that I typically apply in my concoction of primers and it gets the job done. It lays beautifully underneath my makeup. It doesn't crumble or anything when I apply products on top of it. And what it's gonna do is just grip the makeup that I apply on top and just help it to stay in place literally all day long. I notice a huge difference when I don't use the two of these, so definitely had to give both of them a quick little mention, even though I've shared them on my channel so many times before, but those are my go-tos, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. All right, so next up is foundation. I have two to share with you guys. The first one, again, is no stranger to my channel. This is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I have mine in the shade Maria, which is medium deep 2.3. This is the foundation that I have on my face right now, and you guys can see for yourself. Is giving what needs to be gave, okay, period. This is the foundation that I reach for whenever I know I need something that's gonna last on my skin for several hours, and especially underneath a mask, I never have any issues with this. So if you've been on the fence about it, if you're thinking about purchasing it, or if you need a re-up, this would be the time to pick it up. And then a newer one to my collection from the last savings event that Sephora had is Pat McGrath. I'm still keeping it in this box because Pat McGrath packaging just gives. So I store it like this because the amount of money that I pay for this foundation, I'm gonna keep everything that it comes with, okay? But I have absolutely been loving this foundation. I love how lightweight it is on the skin, but it still gives you coverage. So I have mine in the shade medium 18. I absolutely love this. Like I said, it was perfect, especially in the summertime. But if you are someone that doesn't really need a ton of coverage on your skin, or if you just like that lightweight feel of makeup and you can add the coverage in with concealer, I highly recommend this one. Again, I don't think I mentioned it. This is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. And everything that I mentioned to you guys in the video, I will have linked for you guys down below. So it'll make it super easy for you guys to shop and add the items to your cart if you see something that you're interested in. All right, so next up I have concealer, and I have a couple of different types of concealers to mention to you guys. So the first one is actually a color corrector. This is from the brand Natasha Denona. This is in the shade 20W Warm Orange. I actually got this in a BoxyCharm and I was pleasantly surprised by how much I liked it. I wasn't sure if I was gonna really be into it, but I have been loving this for color correcting. So this is what it looks like. It's just a really nice orange concealer, as you guys can see, and I literally just dot it under my eyes, around my nose, any areas on my cheeks that need a little bit of extra coverage before I apply my foundation. And I pair this with my Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer. I have mine in the shade Butterscotch, which is my skin tone shade. So these two together, I kind of just apply a little bit of each, blend it out on my skin, and it does a really great job of just giving me a nice flawless base underneath my makeup, especially if I'm gonna go in with the Pat McGrath foundation, since it is a lighter coverage. Doing a little bit of color correction underneath really helps to just smooth everything out and give me a nice even base. So these have been my two go-tos. You guys already know how much I love the Too Faced Sculpting Concealer, but this has been a more recent, like over the past 2 to 3 months, favorite that I have been using, and it's been getting the job done for me. So definitely recommend if you've never tried out the concealers from Natasha Denona. And by the way, this is the Transfix Matte Concealer. All right, so next up for concealer is a concealer that I have been using to highlight under my eyes. This is from Makeup Forever, and this is the Matte Velvet Skin High Coverage Multi-Use Concealer. It says that this is a 24-hour plus wear concealer, and I have mine in the shade 3.6 for highlighting my face. This concealer is so good, you guys. I was on the fence for a really long time about whether or not I should purchase it, and I ended up picking it up a while ago, and I have loved it ever since. It gives you such a smooth blurring effect anywhere that you apply it on the face. Again, like I said, I use it to highlight, so I normally apply it under my eyes, down the center of my face, and it just smooths out that area so beautifully. It does not crease. Even in between, after I blend it out and I'm going in to apply my setting powder, it does not crease at all for me underneath my eyes, and it just helps to give me a really nice, smooth, and flawless base while also still providing me that extra coverage that I need underneath my eyes specifically. So definitely recommend this. And then last but not least, I have these concealers from NARS. These are the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealers. I have Caramel and Sucre d'Orge, I believe is how you pronounce it. Again, I will have everything listed and linked for y'all down below. I really love these concealers, especially on days when I just want to spot conceal or to carve out my brows. I use these every single time I do my brows to carve them out, specifically just underneath my brows to give me that nice, crisp, clean lines underneath there. But I also like to use this when I just want to spot conceal or when I just want to go in and just do some quick little touch-ups, or if I apply a light coverage foundation like the Pat McGrath one and I need a little bit of extra coverage in certain spots, or if I have a little breakout or something like that. These are really, really great for that because they're super lightweight, but they give amazing, smooth, flawless coverage. So if you've been on the fence about these, definitely recommend them as well. All right, so next up, let's talk about some face powders. And the first ones that I have are going to be like setting type powders. I actually have two from Urban Decay to share with you guys. This is the first one, again, not a stranger to my channel. I love this powder so much that I actually have two of them. I have one that I keep in my makeup room and one that I keep in my purse that I travel with to just kind of set my makeup throughout the day. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder, and it is so good, you guys. I have seen so many people use this powder, from super light complexions to medium to my complexion to even deeper complexions, and they all really love this. It is truly a translucent setting powder. It's not going to change the color or the look of the product that you have on your face. It's not going to leave that ashy kind of look that some powders leave on your skin, and it also doesn't give any flashback. I like to use this underneath my foundation to set my primers, on top of my foundation after I've applied everything, just to lock everything in, and even, like I said, to carry with me to set and touch up throughout the day. This is so good. I highly recommend, especially if you are oily, you need this. And along the lines of my oily skin girls, another product that I have from Urban Decay is their loose setting powder. This is the Translucent All Nighter Softening Loose Setting Powder, another product that I absolutely love. I started using this in the summertime this year, which I think is when it came out. It came out this year. So I started using it in the summertime and I've been in love with it ever since. This is a product that I like to use when I am baking. So basically I will go in with whatever baking powder I'm using for underneath my eyes and down the center of my face, and then I'll use this all over the rest of my face, and I'll just kind of apply it all over, not really blend it in, and just kind of let it sit while I'm filling in my brows or doing whatever else. And then when I go in to wipe off my bake, I'll wipe off this as well. And let me tell you, your makeup between this and this is not going anywhere all day long. It's gonna be locked in place all day until you're ready to take it off. These are such great products for extending the wear of your makeup. So if you are someone that is still having to go into work, having to wear a mask while you're at work, or if you just have something coming up where you just wanna make sure that your makeup's gonna be looking flawless all day, I would highly recommend picking these up and incorporating them into your makeup routine, because it will literally lock your makeup in all day. It's not over drying. Even though I have oily skin, I know a lot of people that are dry combination that use these products and still really love them. So next up, I have another face powder. This one is from Fenty Beauty. I'm sure this comes with, like, I really don't even have to say much when it comes to Fenty. We all love Rihanna and her products. I have not tried a product yet from Fenty that I have not liked, but I recently picked up, well, recently is kind of, not really recently because it all kind of flows together since I've been in the house. I would say probably within the last year or two, I picked up this powder. I have mine in the shade 345, and I have really been liking this as my all over powder to set all over my face. It looks a lot lighter in the pan, so don't worry. I used it on my face today to set my foundation. I was a little bit worried when I picked it up in the store, but it goes on darker than what it looks in the pan. So I would recommend, if you have not tried the powder before, to go into the store and get color matched, because this shade I think is different from the shade that I actually wear in the foundation. I believe in the foundation I wear shade 340, and I ended up settling on 345 for the powder. So it's a little bit different with this. So again, like I said, if you can, I would recommend going in the store and getting color matched. But if you are my foundation twin, the shade that I have is 345. Highly recommend. A great powder powder for setting all over your face and also for touch-ups throughout the day. And then last but not least for powders, I have a bronzer. This one is by the brand LYS, a newer brand to Sephora, I believe, as of last year. They are Black owned, women owned, and I have tried several of their products from their brand so far and have loved every single one of them. But I specifically wanted to mention the bronzer to you guys. I have it on my face today. They have such beautiful bronzer shades for women of color. So if you are someone that has been having a really hard time finding a bronzer, I would highly recommend checking out this brand. Their packaging is A1, and the color that I have is No Limits. Wait, no, it's called the No Limits Matte Bronzer, and mine is in the shade Courage. Ooh, Courage, which is the tan shade. So highly recommend for you guys. This is what it looks like. Like I said, I have it on my face, on my forehead, and it just gives that beautiful bronze tone to the skin. So highly recommend. Support our Black owned businesses, especially at Sephora. When we support them, it tells Sephora that people are loving it, people are buying. So we definitely want to make sure that we are supporting them so that they can hold on to their spots in the store. So check out LYS. Like I said, I've tried lots of products from them. I even did a whole dedicated video when their brand first launched, trying out their like first initial products that they launched. A1, okay? So check out that video if you haven't seen it, if you want to get a little bit more information about the brand. All right, so next I have two products from Rare Beauty that I wanted to share with you guys. The first one is this brow pencil. This is the Rare Beauty Brow Harmony brow pencil, and I have mine in the shade Deep Brown. So it comes with a brow pencil on one side, which is one of those like angled brow pencils, and then a brow gel, like a little teeny tiny brow gel brush on the other side. This pencil pleasantly surprised me. I mentioned it in a video a while ago when I used it in like a makeup tutorial where I tested makeup all day. I was pleasantly surprised by this pencil. First of all, it applies so nicely to the brows. I don't have it on my brows today because I actually ran out of it, which is very unfortunate. I will be repurchasing. But when I was using it before, I would always go to this when I knew I needed my brows to stay in place all day. This applies beautifully to the brows, like I said, and it lasts, okay? It's not gonna be budging, it's not gonna be running, it's not gonna be smudging. It's gonna stay where you put it, and it's gonna last all day, and it's gonna still give you the same intensity on your brows as it looked when you applied it all throughout the day. So highly recommend this. And then same thing with this eyeliner. This is the Perfect Strokes Matte Liquid Liner, and this is what it looks like. It's just a felt tip liner. I have it on my eyes today just to give me like a really thin line where I have my lashes on my lash line. You can do super thin lines with this. You can do really thick lines with this. You can do a really precise wing with this. And the thing that I love about it is that it's super easy to use. So if you are someone who gets a little bit, you know, anxious about using eyeliner, I would recommend picking up this one because it's so nice to hold in your hand. It's super easy to draw your lines on your eyelid, and it's matte and it does not budge. It doesn't run, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't transfer. Once it dries down, it's staying where you put it and you're good to go all day. All right, so next up I have two eyeshadow palettes. The first one is from Patrick Ta. It looks like this. This eyeshadow palette launched a while ago, and I did a full get ready with me on this palette a couple of months ago, and I didn't get a chance to edit it because if you're just catching up with my what's been going on with me, my husband and I both got sick with the Kofifi in August, and I'm pretty much just now getting back to like posting and everything. Like he got really sick, and he's basically just getting to where I can shift my focus from being there for him and being, you know, focusing on my family to getting back to posting YouTube. So I filmed a tutorial using this palette, and I never got a chance to edit it. So I will be editing that video and posting it for you guys so that you can see the palette in action. But please know, this palette is worth every single one of the coins that they're asking for it. This is what it looks like. It's such a beautiful palette. So on this side, these are creams that you apply to the lid underneath the shadows to help them to basically like show up more, what's the word, more pigmented. Even though honestly, I applied these shadows with and without the cream, and they perform beautifully whether you use the cream or not. But it is there in case you want to use it. I love that the creams in here are nice dark colors for us women of color, so you don't have to worry about that. but the mattes in here blend beautifully. The shimmers are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, this is a palette that I highly recommend. I have a lot of palettes that look similar to this in my collection, but I was actually pleasantly surprised when I used it that these tones are not, it's like they're not warm, they're not cool, they're like right in the middle. And I don't really have a palette like this that is these exact tones, that performs like this. So I do recommend it if you are a girl that likes these types of shades. They're perfect for every day. You can even smoke it out to go into a nighttime look. I highly recommend this. And then also I recommend for you guys the Pat McGrath holiday collection. So I have not had a chance to use all of the products that I purchased from the holiday collection. I actually purchased it back when it originally launched because I just wanted to make sure that I was going to be able to get my hands on it. But I did purchase her palette last year, and I highly recommend if you are someone that is on a budget or doesn't want to spend the full price for some of her other palettes that she launches throughout the year, I recommend purchasing the holiday palettes because I purchased one last year. It was my first eyeshadow palette purchase from Pat McGrath ever, and ever since then I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to ever purchase like her regular, like the palettes that she launches throughout the year, because I feel like I get such a better deal with these holiday palettes. Because first of all, the packaging we already know, absolutely gorgeous, and then you get so many more shades. So this is what this year's holiday palette looks like. Absolutely stunning. You get some matte shades. It looks like you get 1, 2, 3 matte shades, 4 matte shades actually, and then the rest are shimmers. And honestly, I have tons of matte shades in my collection that I can use to fill in any of the gaps that this palette may have. I mostly am just excited to have this palette for the shimmers, and then whatever, you know, mattes in here I can use, I will. She does a really great job of pairing mattes with the shimmers in the palette, so I'm sure I'll still be able to get some use out of them. But if for any reason I need like a warmer shade or, you know, something in particular, I'm sure I have it in another palette in my collection. But this is still a really, really great deal, especially from Pat McGrath. I believe this was $78. I know the palette last year was $78. And again, like I said, you're getting all of these shadows. And I mean, honestly, like even though the shadows are smaller than the ones that come in her normal palettes, I'll probably never, like if I were to buy one of her regular size palettes, I would probably never actually hit pan on any of those shadows in the larger pans. So I think that this is more than big enough. It's a typical eyeshadow pan size. You're getting more shadows. You're still getting the great Pat McGrath quality, and you're not paying, you know, a super crazy amount of money for the shadows. So if you're like me and you want to, you know, make your money go as far as possible, I would recommend picking up the holiday palette so that you can still have the opportunity to try out the Pat McGrath shadows without having to spend so much money out of your pocket for her other palettes, because I believe her other palettes are like $120 and they come with less shades than the holiday palettes come with. So definitely had to share that with you guys if you weren't aware that Pat McGrath does, you know, have a holiday collection with palettes that look like that. Definitely check it out. I'll have it linked for you down below. And then also as part of her holiday collection, she came out with 2 of these little face palettes. I picked up the shade Amber Allure, which I believe is the darker one of the 2. So this is what it looks like. You get 2 blushes and a highlighter, which I'm really happy that she came out with this because I was not able to pick up any of the blushes when they originally launched, the original ones. And I think this is such a great deal to be able to get 2 blushes and a highlighter in one little travel friendly palette. I did use the palette on my face today. I used this darker blush and I used the highlighter on my face today, as you can see, and as you would expect, it blended beautifully. I was really blown away by the highlighter. It's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, again, if you are somebody that has always had Pat McGrath on your wish list and you've wanted to try out products from her, this is the highlighter, by the way. If you've always wanted to try out products from her but you just haven't wanted to spend the full price, this is the time to put it in the cart and purchase it, okay? All right, and then last but not least for makeup, I have a lip product and a setting spray. So first up for lips, I have these Gloss Bomb creams from Fenty. I have been obsessed with these, especially this one. This one is in the shade Fenty Glow, and it's basically like a nice neutral pink shade. And if you aren't familiar with these are similar to the original Gloss Bombs, but they don't have any shimmer and they're a lot more pigmented. So just to show you guys a little swatch of what they look like. So I have Fenty Glow, like I said, which is my favorite. I have it on over my lip color that I put on today. And then this one is in the shade Honey Waffles. So these are the two shades. We have Fenty Glow on the bottom and Honey Waffles on the top. Love these, and you can see how much more pigmented. That was one swipe straight out of the bottle with these. I have been absolutely loving these. These have been the ones that I have been reaching for even over a lot of my other Gloss Bombs. Even though I'm having to like wear a mask and all of that, sometimes I just want a little moisture on my lips, so I have been absolutely loving wearing these. And since we're talking about them, I'm just gonna apply a little bit more on my lips. They're so comfortable to wear, they're so creamy. They literally feel like butter on the lips and they're not sticky. So highly recommend. I have all of the shades of these, but these are the two that I reach for the most just because y'all know I'm a neutral girl. I love my nude lips. So these are my two favorites. And then last but not least, this setting spray from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, Party All Night, Stay All Day. This is such a good setting spray. I actually picked this up probably about a year ago now. And I picked it up after watching my girl Jasmine's video. If you are not following her, she is Jasmine Airedale here on YouTube. And she talks about how she went in Sephora and the girl that was working there suggested this to her because she said she used it on her face and her makeup did not transfer onto her mask at all day during her whole entire shift. So that was enough for me to be sold. I went ahead and picked it up and I have been in love with it ever since. As you can see, it is more than halfway empty. Probably about time for me to refill, so I may toss another one of these in my cart just to have a backup. But this is such a great setting spray. The mister, or like the sprayer on it, it sprays such a nice mist on your face, and it really does keep your makeup in place all day and keep it from transferring. So highly recommend. And yeah, that is all that I have to share with you guys in the makeup category. So now let's go ahead and move on to the skincare, body care, just home related items. I don't have as many of those items to share with you guys, but the ones that I do have to share, they've been my go-tos. So let's start off with skincare. The first item that I have to share with you guys is from Tata Harper, and this is the Clarifying Cleanser. I've mentioned this to you guys on my channel before. This right here is just gives luxury, okay? This is what I consider my luxury skincare item. This is not an item that I use every single day because when you see the price, you'll understand why. This is not something that I'm trying to run out of quickly. This is a product that I typically try to like stretch in between each of the holiday, or one, it's not always holiday, but each of the savings events. I try to stretch this product where I can buy it when there's a sale happening because I'm not trying to spend full price. But I absolutely love this product. It does what it says it's going to do. Like I said, it is a clarifying cleanser. It's powered by AHA and BHA, and I like to use this about 2 to 3 times a week, especially when I'm having breakouts, when I'm having issues with my skin, when me and my skin are not agreeing with each other. I will pull this out. I will use it for one day and my skin automatically snaps back into shape. So it is a little bit pricey, but it's a really good product, and I believe that this is also one of the clean products at Sephora. So you can, you know, rest assured that the ingredients in this product are not going to irritate your skin, especially if you have sensitive skin. I have super sensitive skin, and so I really have to pay attention to what I'm putting on my face, on my body, just on my skin in general. And I don't have any issues with this, but it still really accomplishes what I need it to accomplish, which is keeping my skin clear, cleaning out my pores, helping me with any acne, you know, that decides to invite itself to the party. It just does what it needs to do, okay? So I would highly recommend this. And they do have smaller sizes. So if you don't want to pay the full price, if you want to try it out first and see if you like it, then I would recommend picking up the smaller size, or maybe even seeing if they have like a holiday set that you can try out. They have a couple of different cleansers, but I personally recommend the clarifying one. So that's just me, but you can check out the different cleansers that they offer and pick the one that's best for what your skin needs. And then also for skin, I should have mentioned this first, but I wanted to mention to you guys this tool. I don't share this a lot on my channel, but every time that I show any skincare clips, whether they be in a vlog or anything like that where I'm washing my face, I'm always using this. I use this twice a day, in the morning and at night, and it's super gentle for me to use literally every time that I wash my face. This is the Fayy Lenee Mini 2, I believe. Yeah, Fayy Lenee Mini 2. And it's basically a silicone facial cleansing device that pulsates while it's cleansing your skin. I absolutely love this because, number one, it's silicone, so it's super easy to clean. After I'm finished washing my face, I just run it underneath the water. It rinses and cleans really easily, and it doesn't harbor any like nasty dirt, bacteria, and all of that stuff in it, like how a brush might if you use like a facial cleansing brush, which I used to. This is much easier to clean. It's much more sanitary, and the charge on this literally lasts forever. I've had this, I would say, easily 3 or 4 years, using it every single day, morning and night, and I might have had to charge it 3 times. I might have had to charge it 3 times. That's how long the charge on this lasts. It's great for travel, and you can choose the intensity, like if you want to turn it up and make it more intense, turn it down, make it less intense, and it's going to pulse for you to let you know when to move to the next area of your face. So when you first turn it on, you start on this side, it'll pulse, then you go to this side, it'll pulse, then you go up to your forehead, it'll pulse, then you do your nose and your chin, and then it'll turn off. Well, it won't turn off, it'll do like a double pulse, and then it'll keep going, and then if you want to keep using it, you can, but it won't pulse anymore for you to change it. You'll just turn it off when you're done using it. I love, 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 love this. I don't talk about it enough. It's such a staple in my skincare routine. Highly recommend. I purchased mine a holiday savings event years and years and years ago, and it's still going strong for me. So I had to mention this. I always forget to mention this to you guys, but I had to mention it. And if you're gonna buy one, the best time to buy it is during a time when you can save some coin. All right, so next up for skin, I have 2 moisturizers. I have an under eye moisturizer and a full face, you know, skin moisturizer. So for my under eye moisturizer, I have this one from Belief. I've mentioned this on my channel so many times before. I've tried so many under eye moisturizers or like eye creams, and I always go back to this one. This is the moisturizing eye balm, and I just have not been able to find something that gives my under eyes what this gives it. It just moisturizes, it leaves my under eyes feeling hydrated. It's not super thick. I can still wear it underneath my makeup. It absorbs really nicely into the skin, but it still leaves it feeling hydrating without a residue. So yeah, like I said, I've tried a lot of different eye creams. I own a lot of different eye creams because I get so many sent to me. I still try to use them and work through them, but I always end up going back to this one because it's just so good, and it just gives my under eyes what they need. And then for my face, I've actually been loving this one from Murad. You guys can see it's pretty much empty because I've been using it like crazy. This is the Murad Environmental Shield Essential C Day Moisture. And the thing that I love about this is that it's a moisturizer and an SPF. So it has SPF 30 in it. And one thing that I learned, if you watched my video a couple posts ago where I shared with you guys the allergic reaction that I had on my skin, one thing that I learned is that it's so important to wear SPF. I have been kind of wearing SPF, but I hadn't been being super consistent, and I am someone that does use a lot of active ingredients on my skin, like vitamin C, AHAs, BHAs, niacinamide, just lots of different active ingredients for different things that I'm trying to accomplish with my skin. And if you are someone that is doing something similar, it's so important that you protect your skin from the sun with sunscreen. So I really like this one because it's a moisturizer and a sunscreen in one. So it combines those 2 steps into 1 step, which makes my life a whole lot easier. But I also really love this because it has vitamin C in it, and it just leaves my skin looking really nice and glowy. And yeah, it just gives the skin what it needs to give. It doesn't leave behind a greasy residue because you guys know I am oily, so I don't need anything that's gonna make me any more greasy or oily than I already will be naturally, and it wears really nicely underneath my makeup. So I've been loving this. This has been my go-to moisturizer. I'm sad that it's almost out, but it has really been like, this has been my go-to right here. I have been loving her. So definitely had to share that with you guys. And now let's move on to body care. So I know this has been a little bit of a long video, but girl, listen, your girl's been gone for a minute. I had to get on here and give y'all the tea on all of these products that I have been loving over the past couple of months, okay? I had to let y'all know so that y'all can take advantage when y'all are shopping this weekend, okay? So I have body care, fragrance, and then I have one candle to show you guys, and then we'll be done. So if you have been sticking with me throughout this whole video, you're the real MVP. Give it a thumbs up if you're enjoying it. If you're not part of the fam and you made it this far, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I'm just saying, it's free, you know, become part of the squad. And let's go ahead and finish up. So I have 2 body scrubs that I want to share with you guys. The first one is this one right here. Oh, if I can not throw it on the floor. Okay, this one right here. This is from the brand First Aid Beauty, and this is their KP Bump Eraser Body Scrub. This body scrub has 10% AHA, and it's great for sensitive skin. So the thing that I really love about this particular body scrub is if you are someone that has like strawberry skin, if you shave your legs and you have like little kind of bumps on your legs, if you have like bumps on your décolleté or like on your back, or just any areas on your body that you just want to smooth out, this right here is gonna get it done for you, okay? I was honestly so surprised by how well this worked. I did receive it in PR in the summertime, and I was super excited when I got it because I had already heard so many people raving about it. So I was super excited to try it, and it really does accomplish what it says that it's going to accomplish. I have pretty much ceased using a lot of other scrubs and things that I had in my shower just because this one is so much more effective. So it says on the back that it's a fast-acting resurfacing body treatment that contains chemical and physical exfoliators that work together to deliver the benefits of a chemical peel and microdermabrasion at once. So it has glycolic and lactic acid that help loosen the skin's top layer, helps decongest your pores, and soothe and smooth your skin. So highly recommend, like I said, if you're somebody that's just trying to get that smooth, glowy skin look, and you know, you've had a hard time finding something that really actually works, I recommend this one, and I also recommend this one. So this is from Skin Fix. This is the Resurface Plus Glycolic Renewing Scrub. Again, you hear that glycolic again, which is also in this one. And the thing that I really love about this, well, first of all, it has 7% glycolic acid, 6% lactic acid, which again are 2 ingredients that are also in this one. And on the back, this one is actually a pre-shower body scrub. So this one, I would wash my body first and then use this to exfoliate. This one, I would exfoliate first and then rinse it off and then wash my body. So on the back, it says that this one is really great for if you have crepey, rough, or bumpy skin, if you have keratosis pilaris or like chicken skin. It has natural fruit acids and bamboo polishers to help exfoliate, remove dead skin cells, and help you to get smoother, softer skin. So the thing that I actually really love about this is how my skin feels after I rinse it off. You wouldn't think that it would leave your skin feeling so smooth and moisturized when you're actually applying it. Probably because you're applying it to your dry skin, because again, it is a pre-shower exfoliator. But when you rinse this off of your skin, girl, listen, your skin is going to feel so smooth, so moisturized. You could literally just get out the shower after that. But don't, make sure make sure you wash your body. But this is gonna leave your skin feeling brand new, okay? Brand new, period. So like I said, I highly recommend both of these. You can kind of read up on them and pick the one that best suits your skin needs. I kind of go back and forth between the two, or maybe sometimes I'll use one on a certain area on my body and another one on a different area of my body, just depending on what I need. But both of these together have been giving my skin what it needs. So definitely have to share those with you guys. And then next I have 2 body creams. So these 2 body creams I've been obsessed with them. So the first one is from Sol de Janeiro. This is the Balm Dia Bright Cream. I actually was convinced to purchase this by my friend Andrea, as I am convinced to purchase most things by Andrea. I wasn't even gonna get this, and then I was sharing with her the last time there was a savings event the things that I had in my cart, and she was like, girl, you gotta put this in your cart, it smells so good. So I put it in my cart. I was convinced because I saw that one of the notes was vanilla, which I don't think it says on here, but I saw on the website that one of the notes was vanilla, and it also has vitamin C in it. When I tell y'all, this smells so good. You see it's empty, right? You see it's empty. Yes, because I used this up so quick. I picked up the small one because I didn't smell it in person and I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it. I already have in my cart the large version because I'm definitely going to be repurchasing. This smells amazing, and anytime that I would take my shower and put this lotion on afterwards, it would leave my bed, my clothes, my robe, literally anything that it touched smelling like this lotion, and it just smells amazing. I'm terrible at describing scents, so I will link it for you down below so that you can read the notes, but when I tell you it smells good, just trust me, it smells amazing. It literally smells like summertime. That's the best way that I can describe, which I'm fine like smelling like summertime all year round, so just saying. But this smells amazing. And then also, now this one's like a little bit of a stronger scent. It smells amazing, but it's a little bit stronger. This is more of a softer scent. So this is the Fenty Beauty Butter Drop Fenty Beauty Butter Drop Whipped Oil Body Cream. This also smells incredible, but it's a lighter, it's not as intense or as strong. It's more of like a lighter scent. So this will be great if you want something that you can also layer with your perfume, or if you're going like out on a date night, or you put it on right before you go out for the day and you also want to layer with a perfume. It's not going to clash with whatever perfume that you want to apply because it's a really soft, light, vanilla, kind of creamy scent, if that makes sense. It smells really, really, really good. So I love putting this one on, especially if I need a little bit of extra hydration on my skin. Like if I'm trying to look really like glowy and moisturized and hydrated, I will use this. It's a little bit of a thicker cream. And then like I said, I love that it smells really good, but it pairs really well with pretty much every perfume that I have in my collection that I've used with this, because it's just a really light vanilla that basically goes with anything. All right, so last but not least, I have 2 perfumes and a candle to share with you guys, and then we will be done. So first up, we're going to start with the perfumes. The first one I have with you guys is from Burberry, and this one is Burberry Her. So I'm actually going to pull up the notes on this because like I said, I'm terrible about describing scents to you guys, but I picked this up after seeing it recommended by so many people here on YouTube as a really, really great scent to purchase. It is a floral scent. It says on here it's also a layerable scent. It's fruity florals, dark berries, jasmine, and musk amber. And this fragrance is very highly reviewed on Sephora as well. So I was on the fence about purchasing it, and I ended up just biting the bullet and getting it because I saw so many people talking so highly about it on YouTube, and then also, like I said, the reviews on Sephora. And I'm so glad that I picked it up because I have been loving it. I used it a few times when I first purchased it, and then it had been kind of sitting on my perfume stand for a while, and I have recently fallen back in love with it. First of all, the packaging is so beautiful, so feminine. I absolutely love how the packaging looks, but it really, really does smell like a really nice feminine scent. Like this is a scent that you can make like your signature everyday scent that you could wear during the day, you could wear it at night, and either way, people are gonna be looking like, who is that? What is she wearing? It smells amazing. So definitely would recommend this one. And then the second one is by Kilian. So I know that Kilian is super popular for their Love Don't Be Shy, but a couple, well, maybe about a year ago or a couple of months ago, I actually saw, I think maybe it was Tasha. I think it was Tasha. She's Tasha Washa or Natasha Smith. She has 2 channels here on YouTube. She was actually talking about how Love Don't Be Shy is overrated and you should pick up Princess by Kilian if you smelled Love Don't Be Shy and you didn't really like it, because she said she smelled it and she wasn't really a fan, I believe. Don't quote me, but I think she said she smelled it and she wasn't a fan, so she picked up this one. So I ended up picking up this one because I wanted to pick up the Love Don't Be Shy, because who doesn't want to smell like Rihanna? But I don't think I'm really trying to spend $240 or however much that fragrance actually costs. Whereas this one is much more affordable. So I picked up, I think this is 1.7 fluid ounces. Oh no, it's 1 fluid ounce, which is $75, which is much better than $240. And I still have plenty in here to last me a while, and I've used it several times. So this is a floral scent. It does say it's unisex or genderless. It's warm and spicy, warm and sweet gourmands, and the notes are ginger, green tea, and marshmallow. And when I tell y'all, it smells so good. This is a scent that you could wear during the day, but I feel like for me, I would wear this more as like my sexy nighttime scent, like date night, or like, you know, if I'm kind of feeling myself at night and I'm trying to, you know, feel a little sexy, I would spray this on. It really does. I mean, it smells amazing, and it's not too much, because I'm someone that I like sweet scents, I like fruity scents, but I don't want to smell childish, and I don't want it to be too intense, you know what I'm saying? So this one has a really nice balance. So yeah, if you're looking to add some fragrances to your collection, I would recommend both of these. And then last but not least, finally, I had to share this candle with y'all. So this is from Voluspa, and the last time that Sephora had a savings event, I purchased a couple different candles from this brand. So this one is in Santal Vanille, and then I also purchased, let me see, because I already burned the other one, and this one is pretty much already completely burned out as well. Oh, the other one was Tahitian Coconut Vanilla, which, oh my gosh, smells freaking amazing. If you like vanilla scents, or if you like that Tahitian vanilla scent, I highly recommend that you pick up that candle. But if you also like a more kind of grown and sexy vibe, I would recommend this one. Like I said, this one is Santal Vanille. It says the notes are Santal, French bourbon, vanilla, and oud. O-U-D. I don't know, girl. But it smells really good. I feel like this one, like I said, is more of like a kind of not really sweet kind of scent. Let's see how they describe it, because again, I'm terrible. So earthy and woody, which is a good description. Warm woods, Santal, French bourbon, vanilla, and oud. I don't know, y'all, O-U-D. And then the Tahitian vanilla is warm and spicy, warm and sweet gourmands, vanilla bean, coconut milk, and white peach. So depending on what your preference is, I would recommend either of the two or both. I also picked up, like I said, I got two of this one and the other one of this size, but then they also had a set, like a vanilla set of smaller candles that had this scent, the Tahitian vanilla, and one other one in like these smaller tins. As like a little gift set. So I would recommend checking that out as well if you want to try a couple of different ones and figure out which one you like the best. But who knew that Sephora was selling candles, and they're not even that expensive. Like this size candle is $30, and this is a big candle, and it lasts me a really long time. So I definitely had to share these with you guys, because I think I hauled them in one of my Sephora hauls, like one of my last Sephora hauls. So I had to give you guys an update and let you know I did love them. I love the packaging of these. This is something that you could clean out and use to store other things, like on your bathroom counter. Take the sticker off, turn it around, use it to store like Q-tips, cotton rounds, whatever. And it just smells amazing. They also sell like those diffusers. They have a lot of different things that they sell at Sephora. So I definitely would recommend checking out this brand. And yeah, that is all that I have to share with you guys. I know that this was a super long video, but I wanted to make sure that I gave y'all all the tea so that you had all the information you needed to, you know, get your cart together, prepare to shop. and get all the best for your coins, okay? So definitely make sure that you check out my description box down below. Like I said, all of the products that I mentioned to you guys, I will link them to make it super easy for you to find exactly what I'm talking about and add it to your cart if you're interested. Also, don't forget to check out TopCashBack. I will have a link for them right at the top of my description box. I always have them linked in my description because I really do use them every single time that I shop online. And remember that if you sign up using my link down below, you'll get $10 cash back right off the rip, in addition to the cash back you'll already be getting with your purchase, as long as you spend $25 or more. So thank you so much again for watching. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys very soon in my next video.